This is Sparky J. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Stay with us here.
Okay, now you've been dragging me in. You said we were going racing, and you've drugged me into the USA flea market.
We're going racing.
This is not what you said when we were talking racing before.
What did I say?
You said we were going to be racing NASCAR.
NASCAR. Look at that. What do you call that?
You know, I know we were joking about the fact that I might not fit into a real NASCAR. That did not mean you pulled me this.
You know, truthfully, I called Jason because you made a very great point Thursday night.
Yeah?
He asked me if he would fit in the race car.
Absolutely not.
So I was like, I had to call Jason and say, hey, you know,
let me hear.
we got a good question here. My buddy, he's like 6'3" and about 500 pounds. Will he fit in the car? No, I told you about 350. That's about right, right?
6'3" and 500 pounds is Big John, my buddy from wrestling.
Oh.
You know, the one that's trying to get Tweedledee to run.
But still, about 350, right?
Try 310.
Okay, well, I was close.
He's adding weight to me now.
But anyway, he said you would fit in the window, but he didn't have a seat big enough to fit you.
Sounds like one of the rides over in the studios. All right.
Probably more than one. But anyway, so I decided we'll come up here and race at Dave's racetrack. How you doing today, Dave?
Ranzumze Racing. Welcome.
This is my partner, Don Vinnie D.
Okay. I see electricity there. I don't want any zippers going
Yeah,
in.
no, don't touch it.
My junior partner, AJ.
AJ.
And Ashley, my daughter. And we're ready to do some racing. So you want to show us how this works?
First off, we can run 6 cars at a time and just grab the seat.
Okay.
The first thing you want to do is pick a controller. Anything except for number 6, I have a plan for that.
No number 6.
No number 6.
Okay, I'll take 5.
Trust me. Okay. Now, next recommendation is I'm going to recommend the GT class because they tend to stay on the track a little bit better. The NASCARs are pretty quick. They're all over the place. GTs are running better this week.
Okay.
So, pick your car, anything except for my buddy here.
Anything with a safety car. See, it's simple enough.
I call mine the Red Bull.
Red Bull, okay. Austin Martin DVR.
I call it black.
What is the black
Pretty
and
quick.
yellow one?
It's a Corvette C6.
Ah. What's that white one next to the end? Yeah.
Porsche 911.
I'll take the 911.
I don't know, I kind of like that red, white, and blue one there. I'm feeling kind of patriotic today.
Ferrari 430. Okay.
Oh, good. We got a Porsche, Ferrari, a Vet, and what's, did you say Austin Martin DB9?
Yep.
Oh, this ought to be interesting.
Well, I'll explain that with my buddy in a minute. So, first thing you need to do is program the car to your controller. So, we'll start there. I'll start with you and work our way down.
Okay, what do I gotta do?
On the controller on the back, you'll see a button back there.
Yep.
Push it.
Okay.
Okay, let go of the button.
Okay.
Squeeze your gas. Down is yours.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess
Same
that would
thing.
be
Button
me.
on the back. Yep. Gas in the front. That Ferrari hasn't been warmed up today, so it's going to take a little bit of okay. Button on the back. Gas in the front. That one just sounds good. Okay, button on the back. So, button on the back. Gas in the front.
Okay, now you said something just now. The car isn't warmed up. You actually gonna warm these up like you would a regular car.
It's weird, yeah. As they get warmed up, as they get used, they get going a little bit faster. So, some of the cars that I have been used today, some have not. So, as we go, they change. I never know which one's going to be faster.
But you know, that's a lot like real life racing too, isn't it?
Yep. Starts overheating, starts going slower, right? You know.
Now, these cars, like I looked at the NASCARs, and I've been around a lot of them, and they look like a purely miniature version of the real deal.
They really are.
So they're to scale, what are they, 132
132
scale?
scale. They're
Now-
identical to the originals.
Now, speed-wise and all that, is it like the same thing, a 132 scale?
Give or take, yeah. I mean, the track itself, if you try to put this as 132 scale, it'd probably be about a mile long.
Uh-huh.
So,
Okay.
a road course like this, at a mile long, it'd be real complicated to drive.
Oh, yeah, I
You know.
bet.
So, like a
You're
good
in the steering
example.
wheel the whole time.
Yeah, you know. So when it comes to speeds on this size track, it would probably be appropriate. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't get a car going 200 miles an hour on a course that has this many corners in a mile.
And if someone would try.
Right.
Now I'm noticing something about this track. These tracks look very reminiscent of what I've been playing with since I was a kid.
Okay.
You know, we used to at Christmas time you get into the thing, you put the track together piece by piece. But something tells me that this is not the same type of track I was playing
It's
with.
a little different. Okay. What it has on it, if you look around the track, you're going to see lane changes.
Right, I see those.
Remember on the older tracks, the analogs, when it's one car per lane?
Yeah.
There were forced lane changes. So if you want to change lanes, other cars are gonna have to also.
We found a way to put 2 cars in one, but we
Right,
had to, but we
you're
burned out
using
the
one
track.
controller, right?
Yeah.
Did you notice how I had your car set up?
Yeah, I know.
See,
It's programmable.
They're programming your controller, so it doesn't matter which lane the car is. But if you look at the lane change, it's no longer forced either.
It's not forced.
You can go straight or change lanes.
Okay, so how do you change lanes?
The button on the back. If you hold it in the car,
Okay.
it's not just for programming anymore.
All right.
You hold the button on the back, it makes it so you can change
I
lanes
think
as well.
you turn it off. Like if you drive it and then you push the button.
You shut the throttle again. Or you can let go of the gas when it stops.
Okay, now that's what's
that. You want to compete with it, right?
I'm also noticing something else. Now, you've got the full setup here. You even got the scoring as to what position cars are in. It looks like the lap times and such. This doesn't look like it's something cheap.
No, it's not.
What does something like this run?
Well, for the amount of track we have on the table here, it's probably around $1,500 for the track.
Wow.
And then when you're looking at cars that are range anywhere from $60 to $70 each.
Impressive.
Christmas.
He's already looking at Christmas.
Well, you're in luck. I carry smaller sets also, a little bit cheaper. Instead of paying, $1,500 for something this side, you're paying about $420 for 3 cars, 3 controllers.
Okay, so
How much track comes in a kit like
21
that?
feet. So
what would that
give you an
be like?
example. It'd be 5 straight, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A corner like that here, and then 5 more straights. Because the 3 crossovers.
okay, so the starter kit has 3 cars,
3 cars,
3 controllers, and covers roughly to where I'm sitting from the edge.
About the size of a ping pong table.
That's not bad.
No, not really.
See what he has.
Not to mention, you keep 3D is going like Christmas. Wait a minute. Does the starter kit come with your safety car?
Yeah, you gotta buy inside.
What is that safety car? What does he do?
That's what I was gonna explain next. Because
Okay.
it's gonna be on your race with you. So here's my buddy, safety car.
Okay.
What it does, it drives around the track on its own. It changes lane whenever it feels like. It's there to get your way. It slows your race down. So you have to get away from it.
So what's controlling the safety car?
Its own, whatever it feels like doing. And nobody else controls it. It just drives around the track.
Is there a computer chip or something in there?
In every one of them, yeah.
Okay, the safety car drives itself. No controller runs it. How come it's just sitting there now?
Because nobody's squeezing a controller. I have all the
so-
cars, yeah. It waits for a car to be driving.
Okay, so it's basically geared off of any of these controllers. If
Yeah.
somebody's racing, it
It
automatically.
automatically knows the move, yeah. You can actually set it up to regular race also. I can reprogram it to be a regular car as well. But
Do you remember that Charlie Sheen movie, The Wraith?
Race?
Yeah, The Wraith. The character had gotten killed. He came back and became Charlie Sheen, and he was driving some kind of souped-up Dodge or Chrysler, and he was running other cars off the road and killing the drivers, who were the guys that killed him.
that was a long
That's what he is. He's the Wraith.
Yep. A menace to the track.
Great.
Now this track can be set up, I imagine, in multiple different.
Yeah. That's the neat thing about this brand, because everything's modular. Everything pops off.
Oh, very cool.
Everything is designed to be set up any way you like it. I set up each weekend, I set up a different track.
Now, you were saying earlier that this is very much like NASCAR, which means these cars do some things they probably shouldn't. How often do these go flying off the track and into the horse sap that's standing there at the corner?
I have them set on junior mode right now, so they're running slower than normal. I can actually make them run twice the speed as what we'll be racing. But when I do that, I can actually make them fly.
We do not need any faster than what this is set off for this show.
They're pretty quick as they are.
I don't want these things flying into me.
Now,
Forget you.
are you looking at me like that because of the way I drive on 19?
Yes!
Oh, okay.
I've heard about that.
Completely. Hey, trust me, if that's the case, I want a spot where I'm standing up and out of the way and spotting for you.
Yeah.
If you're going to run that fast on these cars.
See, he was worried about me on the track, and I told him, if I can do this stuff on 19, it's no sweat on the track. And he's like, on the track, you got 40-some other people that know what they're doing.
Yeah, 19
I said,
you
yeah,
don't.
if I can do it on 19 with 100 people that don't know what they're
They're in
doing,
good shape.
what are you sweating it for?
Like if you
Because
have,
I'm in the car with the people on 19.
I'm sorry?
well, like you have controller for all of them, can you race all of them?
I can't put more than 600 at a time.
Okay, so you're limited to 6. Does that include your safety car, or is it 6 plus the safety
It's
car?
6 with the safety.
Okay.
So if I don't use, like for example, if I don't use a safety car, you put 6 drivers.
Okay.
So this is an automatically counts as number 6.
All right. What explains why you said don't use.
Yeah, don't use 6 because only 4 of you.
All right.
Put my buddy on the track too.
Okay, so what is how many laps is a regular race?
It's 40 laps.
Now, is that automatic, or is that because that's what
That's
you
where we
set?
set it.
Oh,
So
so
you
you
can
can
set
program
it
it
to
from
I
there.
can program as many as I want to, yeah. Up to
Wow.
900 or something like that.
So, like, you could actually kind of put together a series similar to NASCAR, run a different track every week, and run different speeds every week.
Well, different tracks, yeah.
Yeah, but there's no road course.
What would you call
It's
this?
all road courses.
What would you call that?
I call it a track is what I'm calling it.
Okay,
I
but-
even see you've got a pit row in this thing.
Yep.
Now, what's the purpose of pit row?
I can make it so you're running out of gas.
What gas?
If I turn on the fuel, this will actually monitor your fuel. As in visually monitor. The car starts sputtering when it gets down to 1 dot of fuel.
Now, wait. Do these, you don't actually put gas in there, that's a computerized...
It's computer programming, but
Okay.
it all operates like a regular racetrack would. Like, for example, when you start running low on gas, you get pulled in pit lane. If you come in too fast, it forces you to go right on the left. Once you get
And
in
if
the
you're
pit
too low on gas,
Gas, you ain't
gotta
making
go
it
right
left.
after
when you get down to 1 dot, you notice right now they're on 2 dots. When it
Yeah.
gets down to 1 dot, the car starts sputtering around the track.
Now, when they do run out of gas,
It
they
just
stop.
stops. You're done. Nicely. I don't make this up. I'm not that creative.
So it's not like real NASCAR there where you can coast halfway around
No,
the
when it
track.
stops, it stops.
Okay. Well, hey, then again, you might have somebody that's kind enough, you have a partner in team racing and pushes you into the pit.
But you still can't get gas because you're completely out. I tried.
Well, there goes that theory.
Yep. Once you're done, you're done.
See, now within NASCAR, a teammate can do that
Right.
on every lap except the last one.
Okay.
He cannot push you on the last lap.
See, I didn't.
Right.
Okay.
You know?
You and I were talking about that a couple months ago. That's the only reason I know it.
Yeah, I used to be with NASCAR. Well, not with NASCAR. I worked for a product a sponsor, and I was the product spokesman.
Okay.
So I got to go to a lot of the tracks, hang out with the drivers, and got the feel of the real deal. And it's a trip. And you know, once you're there on pit road, and you're watching them cars right there. It's hard to sit home and watch it on TV. You know, it's just not the same. You see a lot more on TV.
Right. Because they're focusing on where the actual racing is.
Right, and then you know the wrecks. They want to show them several times. You
Yeah,
know.
but they show the wrecks up on the board anyway.
No, the-
Hits, you don't get to see the board most of the time because you're so close to it. All
I
it
don't
is is
know.
lights.
There's a couple times I was actually
You know,
in the pit. I didn't really pay
you know,
attention to anything else except that what was going on in the pit.
Yeah, that, what is it, the Trinidad, I think they call it?
Trinitron.
Trinitron, yeah. When you're in the
Is it
pits,
huge?
you know, it's so big, it's just a blur of light.
That's why in
it's
wrestling he
made
calls
for
that-
the people,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
to see it.
Never really gave that much thought, but yeah, it makes sense. You know.
And then in NASCAR, they also have, I don't know what they call it, but they have a camera on the wire
Yeah.
Oh,
over the pits.
Yeah.
And
Oh, what
stuff
about
like
the
that.
road cams that they have now that you'll see?
Oh, Digger?
Digger, yeah.
Digger
that's-
cams? Yeah.
Yeah, Digger cam. That's...
I've seen a couple times where the tire is actually ran
Run
over
over
the
the
camera. And you gotta wonder how they're doing. What do they got, like a 2-inch piece of plexiglass with the camera under the ground? Or
I would think that's what has to happen. They've got it mounted, you know.
It's probably small enough to where it's not. You know,
Countersunk in there.
Yeah. Surrounded by concrete or something.
Right? Yeah, it's pretty wild. So what do you think? Should we have a race?
Well, we're here. You brought me here. You got me set up. We may as well do the race. I picked a car, so how do we work this?
Okay, I'll show you. Hang on one second.
I also noticed you got me in the number 2 spot on the pole here. I don't know how I picked that one up.
Okay, here's how it works. You look around the track, like I said, you can see lane changes.
Okay.
There's 6 of them scattered around the track. If you hold the button in the back of the controller when the car comes up to it, we're changing lanes from one to the other.
All
So
right.
that makes it so we can put all the cars on the track at the same time.
And if you press it there, it goes.
And I have these set up, like I said, I do tuning on them every week.
Now, tuning. What do you mean tuning?
They have adjustable magnets on them. So I can actually raise or lower the magnets to make it handle better or worse. So I tune them every week. Every Friday we tune all the cars.
So now the magnets, by adjusting handles.
The traction for the car. Like if I were to take the magnet completely out of it, they'd slide all over the place. But I can lower it to the track to give it more traction, or raise it up from the track to give it less traction.
Okay, so
So I
the
try to get a good
magnets,
balance in there where it's getting the best
Right.
speed, but it still holds on to the
so
track.
the magnets aren't part of the motor assembly.
It's part of it is. It's actually part of the motor cradle. It sits behind the motor. It's a separate magnet of its own.
And how's it hold to the track? Because of the metal in this? Gotcha.
Okay, we're going to turn this around.
Uh-oh. He's
He's
Put
ready
his
now.
junior hat on now.
Oh yeah, I've had the junior hat on the whole time. Make sure that I got the brim out of the
Yeah,
way.
but now he's playing junior. You gotta turn that hat around.
Yeah, well, hey, look this way. I can't get a concussion here.
There you go. Well, that's how fast the cars go, right?
Now don't tell
Well,
me
you know,
things
we
like
gotta
that.
turn off that turn fast enough, you know.
So, like I said, I have one junior where they won't go flying off the track. You actually keep it forward. It makes so you guys can actually race instead of just take the cars off the table.
Okay, now you said you can keep them forward. Is there some way where you wouldn't be able to keep them
If I
forward?
had one extra.
All right, I have to ask. If you have to ease off the gas every
Oh
once in a while?
yeah, absolutely. And for that matter, none of on an expert, none of the cars can take any of the corners on expert. Doesn't matter how I lay it out. If you went from here to a corner, you break. You had to.
Okay,
I
no
think you
running wide
started from right there to that
They
corner.
would all break.
open. If you go wide open, they'd run.
Wow.
Yes. I can give you a good example. Right now, on junior mode, they run on about 11 volts.
Okay.
On expert, uses all 18. So you're looking at
You
something.
got 18 volts running this thing?
Yeah, constant. That's why the lights are on the cars right now. You're not doing anything. Nobody's.
No,
So the lights are on the cars because there's a constant power to the track.
okay.
That's what that jacket shorting it out thing. Remember?
Yeah, I
like I said,
understand when we talked about this. Holy stuff. Okay.
Now, weather, do they run different? Yeah, like
Moisture
if
in the air
it's a
could
cold
affect it.
day or a humid day, is there a noticeable difference? Or
Not really, but moisture in the air can affect it. It makes it so it's cleanable. You know, other than that, they hold their ground.
that's cool. You just want to what? You just want to race.
Of course, the kid just wants to race.
Yeah.
Go figure.
And which one are you?
I'm red. The blue
Red.
one.
And you guys actually get order, I think. You're the fourth, right? No, you're the fourth.
No, I took the white Porsche.
You're the white Porsche?
Yeah, I took the white Porsche.
Maybe in order. So,
Cool.
Okay.
But you got the second lead because you're the
Co-host. Okay.
So we ready for some fun?
you're all set up, right? You ready?
How does Daryl put it? Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. All right, who's the starter?
You guys are. I'll let you guys say. See how easy that was? Go.
Oh, okay, yeah. I see someone trying to push me already. I think, yes, this is better.
My lane change isn't working.
Oh, my lane change is working just fine. I think it's Oh, that's right. What, nobody's wrecked her yet? Oh, I don't believe this.
She wrecked you again?
No, I went to wreck her and she got me.
That might be a good time to mention the Porsche is lighter than the Corvette.
I noticed that.
You got 7 to go.
Okay, come on. I got to wreck somebody good at least the third place here.
We're still being the same car.
Yeah, gee, thanks.
She is on her own. Where is that safety car going to take her out?
It hasn't yet. I don't know. They keep moving out of her way, too.
Yeah, you know, it's being polite here.
So hard.
Only girl in the group.
These are matching colors.
You bum!
There you go. You want to get a good bring around.
Why am I getting killed? So who won?
I'll be done.
Looks like number 2.
Who's got number 3?
Can we go with them?
Oh, good. I didn't come in last place.
Wait, what am I in?
You are not
You're
your
second.
second place.
Hey, Dad, can we raise that ones? I don't like these ones.
You don't like those ones.
Number 3? Oh yeah, it's not coded yet.
No, it is coded. Number 4.
Oh, was it? 4?
Yeah, it's pinging.
The pieces are pop out.
Yeah, they pop out.
Well, like you said, you want to make sure you have the body on
Squeeze
it.
your gas. I don't have the magnet in it.
Oh, wow!
Without the magnet.
No. If you flip it over on the track, it'll actually throw it out the track.
Okay.
The bottom pieces.
Yeah, if the metal hits
But yeah,
the
on this one I
freezer.
took the magnet out of the bottom.
Okay.
There's no magnet in it. That's why it's all over the track.
Get a good look at the whole thing on the inside there. Cause that.
And then the idea there is that everything just pops apart. So if something fails,
Just replace that
Just
part,
replace
not
it.
the
There's
whole
no
thing.
soldering involved.
Yeah, I think on the old cars, everything was, if something
Everything is
went,
stuck.
you had to replace the whole thing.
Well, a lot of times, like if you burn up a motor on some of the other brands, you're unsoldering the motor to put a new one in.
Right.
These, it's all modular. It's designed that way, so it makes it so that when you're done with it, you're ready to go.
Can you run the analogs on?
If you buy a digital chip, yes.
Okay.
And we sell the digital chip separately as well.
Now, what do you mean? You lost me on that. The analog.
Okay, imagine this car without that chip.
Okay.
On an analog car, it has little rails that connect the guide to the motor. It's just straight rails.
Right.
So it's an analog car. It doesn't have a digital chip that runs this.
Okay.
On this one, it requires the chip in order to make it work on the track. It's an intelligent chip. So this is what communicates with the controller.
Okay.
So on the analog cars, all the 132 scale analog cars in there can be, almost all of them, can be converted to digital by just simply buying a chip.
Gotcha.
There's a couple of them in there that can't.
Uh-huh.
Because of the way the body's set up.
They've got. I'm looking for some of the
Actually,
analogs now. That
Yeah, go this way a few. There's the cars. Go back. Oh, you already passed me.
oh, okay.
Sorry. One more page. There's your analog cars. Oh, they have motorcycles too.
Yeah, I see this.
What?
Can you chip the?
No.
Yeah, see, here it is. The '88 National Guard Earnhardt cars in an analog.
Right. You can buy it as analog and then buy the chip for it, and you can make it digital. Now the motorcycles cannot be chipped because they're thin.
That
Chip
was
will
going to be
fit
my
it.
next question. All right.
And they don't have lights either.
Do they have training wheels to keep them up?
Yes. And then for that matter, when they get into the corners, the way the system is set up, the bike actually leans to the corner too.
Really? Awesome.
Some of the heavier cars.
Those are more like the road rally cars.
Yeah.
Something like that. They're what were they?
Endurance?
Seat Coopers, right?
Whoa, there's a spider.
Do what?
He all of a sudden he's going from racing to hey, there's a spider.
You can
Good.
do it. I don't want it.
You get the spider, light, put him on the track, light him up. Okay, I have to ask, how did you get into this?
When I'd say about 5 years ago, my kids and I used to race fuckers all the time when I was young.
Okay.
I wanted to get the kids into it, right?
Okay.
So I started looking at the analog stuff first. You know, the one car per lane.
Right.
I have 3 kids and my wife and I, so it's 5 cars, which means I would need to have a minimum of 5 lanes. So I'm going, I don't have that kind of room. It won't fit. So it's like, okay, what other options do I have? You know. So I started looking around and I found digital, right? And I started looking at all the different brands. There's 4 of them that are out there. And this was the one that suited us best.
Okay.
So, because I can do a race with 2 lanes and 6 cars, solves my problem. I don't have to have 6-lane wide track.
Right, and there to be in the 5 in the family, that little
My buddy.
the race over there.
And then you have 6 of them.
I'm not liking him at all.
They can be your best friend and worst enemy all at the same
He's
time.
been our worst enemy right now. It's definitely a guy because the girl was winning the race.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
She's the only one that didn't wreck either, isn't she?
I didn't
Yeah.
The race normally goes to the person who's the steadiest, the one who doesn't have any problems during the race. So,
Right.
That makes sense.
so now we're up here. I guess this is USA Flea Market. now.
Right.
Okay, when I worked here it was Flea Masters.
Okay. I was a while back. Okay.
And let's see, what is your address here?
Booth
You are-
23 Main Street.
What is it?
Booth 23?
Booth 23 on Main Street.
Okay.
Okay, now you charge how much for people to come race?
For $2 per person, you get a 40-lap race. Like
What am I supposed to do? Hold it up?
Read there, you schmo.
Okay, well, you
Oh, wait, that's right, that's right. You do actually have dyslexia. You had to ask.
Yeah, 40-lap race, $2 per person.
And does the winner get some type of prize? Or
Bragging
just-
rights.
Bragging rights.
Bragging rights.
Bragging
Absolutely.
rights.
Yes, trust me. Your daughter over here has already fully embraced what you get for winning.
So I mean, you don't have a deal like if she wins 10 races, she gets a free race or anything
No,
like
but
that?
normally what we do is whenever people do buy races, you get a card. So once the thing's filled out with 10 races on it, you get 1 race up to 6 people for free.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to win the race, just run 10 races.
As people buy races, you bring the card back, we just restamp it.
Now, I noticed something. You said the cars running, you said about $70 a piece. Could you run your own car?
Certainly. You can always bring your cars down here as well. But they would have to be, they'd have to have an SCX digital chip in them in order to work.
Okay.
So that might be a challenge on its own. If you buy an SCX digital car like we sell,
Right.
yeah, you can bring that down to your race.
Okay.
Now you sell the cars alone too?
Yep, absolutely.
You keep them in stock or it's an order?
Everything's all ordered. We get you fresh product.
Is there anything not available as far as when you're looking at these? Is there a limitation on them?
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, in other words, I've got, let's say, Junior, from when you still run the 80.
Okay.
If I want to get that car, is it available? If I wanted to get, let's say, that one he ran this year,
I see what you're saying. All
Dark
the
Knight.
different libraries and everything else.
Yes.
There's only certain ones that are available.
Okay. Could they be special order, or is that something you don't know offhand?
They don't make them.
Oh, really?
They only make certain cars.
Now is that because that's what they do or because of licensing?
Licenses. Yeah.
Okay.
Each one of the cars is an exact replica of the original. So
I was actually surprised you had an Earnhardt car.
yeah,
Because Earnhardt is one of the hardest ones to get licensed.
that's an older car.
Yeah.
I actually have the black one at home too.
Do you? Now,
And it's not better. The yellow one now is sold out.
what's kind of neat, I
This
have
one,
a
the 17 at the wall?
The number 3 and the 17.
Oh, okay.
Both the Waltons are going now.
I have a pretty extensive NASCAR collection at home. And one of the prizes of my NASCAR collection is a race cake.
A race cake.
Race cake. Okay? It comes with a tin with the body style.
Okay.
You can put your
okay.
batter in there,
I'm
bake
caught up.
it,
Okay.
Yeah.
and then it's got edible decals.
Okay.
And what was really cool is the guy that ran it, his name was Race Cakes, Jeff Cakes is what we call him. And he, instead of going through the proper channels, went kind of around Teresa. Went to Teresa herself. She's into that kind of stuff, and she saw that, so she signed off on it for $10,000.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
You know how much it normally costs? $250. That's starting
Once you
out.
start putting that NASCAR emblem on.
Ow!
Yep. And then you can take an Earnhardt car, right? And it could have nothing NASCAR on it, nothing written NASCAR.
Right.
But you still got to go to NASCAR. Why? NASCAR owns the number.
Ah, okay.
The companies don't, they rent the number.
Right.
So, and there, again, big money with NASCAR. Anytime you want to use any of their stuff,
Anything of theirs, yep.
big time dollars.
Now, do you take these, like, to events to take the whole track and set things up?
We do events here.
Okay,
And,
pretty much you go
instead of
here.
taking this whole mess apart and trying it somewhere else, it's easier to do it here.
Well,
We
yeah,
keep
of
track of
course.
every weekend, but the table itself is the complicated part of it.
And that's, well, I can see why it's all
It's all
bolted
bolted
together.
Yeah. No, I'm just looking at this and going, I can see this if you bring it to some kind of birthday party, or
Office parties.
well, even if you start doing like, we used to have the little school carnivals. Can you imagine setting one of these up and stuff like that?
Yeah.
You might never get the kids to play anything else.
Wonder how good they go over in a strip bar. Well, strippers probably be pissed off. Everybody be playing race cars and not giving them dollars, huh?
Okay, you keep thinking that.
Hey, what can I say? So what, you want to run another race, huh? With them cars?
I'm looking over there. Is that what's those are lap times, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can I go first this time?
It's showing the fastest lap time.
Yeah, I had the second fastest lap time.
Yeah.
Didn't find out I hadn't been wrecking it.
Yeah. So you had actually a faster car.
Yeah, it looks like that, except that I also had a lighter car and it sent me off instead of her.
Now again with the cars, can you race those with the NASCAR?
Yeah, the NASCARs will win.
Because they're faster.
They're faster. The
Not necessarily. It depends on how they drive. That race over there might take out a NASCAR faster.
Yeah, it will. It shows them all over the place. The thing about the NASCAR cars, they're real loose in the back.
Okay.
And they're longer, so they tend to they handle them to do,
Yeah,
Well, like in real life, you did long
Yeah.
cars and
now you can change that with the magnets though,
Some.
correct? A little bit. Yeah.
But you're still dealing with a longer wheelbase, which makes it kind of wobbly on the track.
Gotcha. Oh, so can we do a NASCAR race now?
If you want to. Try to keep them on the track this time?
You want 3 again?
Yeah.
Alright.
And I'm gonna go first this time.
wait. 3 again. Have you had them here before?
No, the last
Look at the hat.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, look at
We
that.
practiced one time.
I've been suckered. Okay.
Okay.
When you came here before, you brought them with you. You bum.
Practice time.
Okay, it's set up.
Okay, I'll let you pick.
Well, I'll go with the car that's out of production, the 17 DeWalt.
Okay.
I figured you'd have gone with
Most of the aero bodies
car.
are out of production now. Most of the aero body cars are out of production. Just the car tomorrow is around.
Okay.
Well, now the car tomorrow is no longer.
Okay, they now have
The car tomorrow is now the car of yesterday because they went back to the old
Well,
style.
they went. It's still the same car as tomorrow. It's still a wider car, but it's got this spoiler.
Right, it's got, yeah.
It's still the wider car.
And that's what really made a difference. You talk to any of the drivers, they hated that wing.
Right.
They couldn't draft, they couldn't bump draft.
Well, the nice thing about the car tomorrow, comparatively even on these, if you notice on these, I'll put it over there so you can see it, the bumpers don't light up.
Right,
On the car tomorrow, even the real ones, the bumpers all light up front to back.
yeah.
So that's why on these, you gotta be aware of. And which one did you want? You're missing. Okay, which one did you
I'm
want?
missing, I guess I'll go with Harvick again.
Harvey. Okay. Same process.
Set
Start
up.
with you.
Okay, press the button in the back,
Right
right?
in the back, yep.
Okay.
Yes, in the front. These have a lot more power.
Okay.
Button on the back.
Button on the back.
Either controller. Button on the back. There you go. Car, button. Yes.
So now I'm number 4 instead of number
Well,
3.
you could beat for you if you want.
It's alright.
Button on the back. Yes, in the front. Button on the back. Yes, in the front. Want my buddy on the track again?
No.
Why not? I mean, maybe we'll have him
Go ahead.
killed us enough last time. Why not have him kill us this time?
Yeah, it'll be worse this time.
Oh, thanks.
That's great.
Now these tend to, like I said, they wreck all over the place. So there you go, you're all set. Go.
Already?
Yes. I need to get first.
You need to get first.
Well, you're in first. Congratulations. For now. That is all wreck. That's the catch.
That number 3 car was pretty quick.
Yeah, all of it. They actually don't do that.
Oh, hush. I'm gonna lose again. You know what that makes me? A loser!
Loser.
That's why I like having the safety car on the track. Everybody wins.
Got only one loser then. Push that loser. Hey, am I going fast?
Hey, I finally beat up that one. Bye.
Hey,
You rode that.
we're done.
There you go.
That's where he's taking his time.
Ah, you got me now.
Come on.
Straight to the wall.
Oh, he thought he was going to go around and I said, okay, I see how you are, you little bitch.
Oh! Multi-wreck.
Wait, what am I running right
You're the number 3 car, right? You're in third.
Butterfly and Hoover.
Well, it'd be me.
Which one are you?
The 17 DeWalt.
Okay.
Alright, Rex is there. We go.
now? I wrecked.
Like I said, it's a matter of not getting wrecked. That's all. Or being wrecked.
You fellas know. All I do.
God only knows how long that choker slowed me down.
Oh, bang!
Come on. I'm the beach dad.
Intercept.
Oh, awesome. They lined up.
Who was the meatball that barreled through?
Me.
You're still in first time.
Oh, that's amazing. You must actually get the last one happening.
You're in second.
You're a left foot cat.
Again.
Sixth person. But other than that,
Wow, that turn is evil.
isn't it? I don't know why. I would think this would mess them up. That's gonna drop you back.
Yeah, I see that.
got another one over there.
That turn has kicked my ass every time.
Yeah. Remember, slower is faster. It is.
It is on this track, kiddo.
It is. You get going fast, you got a record. That's why you're a point racer.
Faster, faster, faster.
Break that DeWalt car. That's your action. There you go. All right.
Whoops.
Oh.
I guess not.
I know.
That was payback for the last race. She tried to wreck me and I got out of the mess.
Who's 17?
Me!
So when do you want to wreck?
Clarify.
Now where am I in?
You're in third.
I'm fine. No! No!
Don't worry, I haven't laughed you, kid. I don't think.
Yeah.
Good.
I like it.
That was another bad delivery.
I tried. Someone hit me.
Oh, son of a gun!
Now keep me off the track, huh?
Yeah, he did. Right there, little opening there. Into it. No.
I just got my lap back.
Where am
Let
I
me
in?
take the lead.
Nothing. If it was the first pile apart, you can pop right back together. You don't have to worry about it. There you go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm done. Somebody might be able to get the lap back now.
How many laps do we have? 2?
2 left. 1 to go.
Hey, I went to the pit road. I didn't get caught for speeding.
There you go.
Love it.
Hey, if you want to...
I won again. I didn't win more.
2 crashes.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, it's over.
Another NASCAR finish, huh?
I like that, though. That was not bad.
Anything else on the track still? No? Okay.
Yeah, a couple of them.
So who won?
Vinnie won.
Okay, now get this. Wait. Are you telling me the fastest lap time was the record car of the race?
No. I'm telling you, it managed to count a lap twice is what happened there. It managed to count it somewhere around the track.
About to say 375. Wait a minute now. 572. Who had the number 1 car?
That would be Austin.
He had the fastest lap.
Yeah.
565.
Wait, could you like do one NASCAR and then one of these and then
You could in NASCAR way. Well, it depends on if you keep it.
Yeah, it depends. It also depends on that race. He's evil.
Can we see how fast they go on X-Ray?
awesome?
Oh, you're Jason?
That's Brandon.
Oh boy. Who's Brandon?
Brandon's sitting there going, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, no, this is...
Oh, you're gonna do it?
I'm going to do it.
Okay, that's cool. I was gonna
Don't
say
take it
you
offense.
should have him do
No,
it.
hey, trust me, that's not offense at all.
That one, that's one of the fastest.
Everything. That's excellent.
Yeah, you can hear the difference.
This one is not being used today, that's why I figured I'll warm it up anyway.
Okay.
We should just warm the girl wall.
Yeah.
Man, he must be swinging off there anyway.
Now, this is on junior mode.
This is Junior.
This is junior.
Okay.
I wanted you to see the differences.
Now, we were on Junior.
You were on
Yes.
junior. Okay.
Now, how many settings are there? Just Junior and X-Ray?
Junior next.
And how many settings do you need?
That's it.
Well, I thought there might be a mid-range.
It's 18 volts to the battery. Being tunnel straight to the motor.
You are not being allowed to have a car like that when we're racing. No. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo! Look at that big fishtail.
I don't have... I'm pouring on that back straight, but that's about it.
So now we're talking a drifting track.
Yeah, that's right. Remember I was telling you starting about? Right?
You should charge that one Red Bull.
Woo!
Red Bull.
Ready?
Wow.
They have a lot of power to it.
Now, in the Junior mode with it floored, it
Right, with the,
Pretty much
I have it set to where it'll stay on the track. I like letting people race on it.
Yeah, he said drifting mode. This track looks like if you had enough of the killer pieces, you could literally have a circular track where they could drift on it.
Sure.
For that matter, don't they make specialized track pieces?
They have some track pieces that are designed not to have magnetic traction. It's called a sliding car. So it doesn't matter when you put the magnet on the car. You tunnels it down to one lane and makes them slide around the car.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Then also they have bridges and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, I definitely.
So you get pretty crazy with it then, huh?
Very crazy. Yeah. This is mild.
So now this is what, basically 2 tracks?
This is about 49 feet with the track. So it's the pit
Little more
box
than
set,
two.
the basic set plus extra track.
Okay.
Hey, Grandma.
Impressive.
I was just about to call you. You just got here.
So what do you think of racing today?
It's not what I was expecting, but not bad at all.
Take this wreck all the time like that.
Well, yeah, that would work also.
Yeah, you can put the magnets all the way up to the car. You know.
But no, I'm talking about more of the fact, can you make these cars get a little more power, go a little faster, even based on the...
You can get
At
upgraded
18
motors.
volts, you can't keep it on the track as it is.
You can get upgraded motors.
Okay.
They have pro gearing for them. They have pro brakes for them.
Tires
Brakes?
without any
Brakes.
grip.
Oh, the cars have brakes on them too. They have adjustable brake.
What, just by releasing?
Right, when you release it, it shuts the motor down, right, and the car stops. But I can actually set the braking distance for the cars.
Gotcha.
I can set the fuel capacity. Like, for example, instead of being, they go by liters because it's made in Spain. Right. Instead of being like 20 liters or something like that, I can set it 40, 80, you know. I can set the amount of fuel so you can go further or like a bigger track. You can make it so you can race for a longer period of time before you go again.
Okay, let's... I'm going to throw a hypothetical at you.
Okay.
Because I would do something like this because I'm evil to mess with him. But could you take a car, and I bought my own car.
Right, you have your own car.
Could I rig my car so on the same track where everybody else is, everything else is even, my car's going to go faster than his because of something I've done to the car?
Sure. You can put your magnet up into the car.
Uh-huh.
It'll make it looser, but it'll go faster.
Okay.
You can get a bigger motor for it, more powerful motor.
So you can't put different motors.
Up to a certain point, yeah. Because you got to understand that because it's a digital chip in it, you don't want to overamp the chip.
Hey, Dad,
Okay.
But other than that, yeah. You can put bigger motors in it, you can do different gearing, you can put alloy wheels on it, yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Wow, that's pretty wild. Like the real deal, bro.
Yeah, it's an expensive
Oh,
hobby.
these are designed as, the way they're built right from the factory, they're designed as race cars. They're not
Okay.
designed as a toy. So the difference is each car is designed individually. They're engineered. So like the chassis and say like a Porsche compared to an Austin are different. You can't interchange the bodies.
Right, this is what he said.
Well, they're different sizes. Whole different creature.
What? You can go out and buy
I'm
one.
just saying, get another car, so I can go out and whip your ass. Of course, where the race is going,
You know what?
You know, when the race is going.
If you do that here to me, I'm going to get you back on 19. He's never seen me tailgate yet.
I don't need to see a tailgate. Too many people are dangerous as it is.
See, years ago I used to drive a truck.
Okay.
And, you know, people get all bent out of shape when the truck's right up on their bumper tailgating. But people don't understand that they're safer that way.
They're safer than that.
Yes.
Okay.
Less impact.
Okay, yeah.
So, you know, if something happens and you slam on that brake and that truck's a foot behind you, there's not much of an impact. But if he's 30 foot behind you and you hit the brakes,
Yeah, okay. You have less time to slow down, so okay.
Not to mention the transfer's gonna be there. Now he's got the brakes on, you help him stop it. He just sets you going.
yeah.
Yeah. And the other part of it, either way you're getting shoved forward, so that doesn't change anything.
Yeah, whereas if you're right on their bumper and they hit it, it's going to be more just like a little push.
Right.
And if there's something in front of them, they'll get smushed.
Like a baseball bat
But
versus
you won't have that, you know.
Much like we were doing with cars here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot like that, yeah.
Where do you think the truckers learned it from?
Nah, it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome. So, you don't do parties or nothing. You just pretty much.
We do them here, that's about the best thing.
So if somebody wanted to have a party,
They
you
can
come
reserve
up
the
here.
table here for an hour.
And what would that cost?
$40.
That's not bad at all.
And that's, they can bring as many people as they want. They can only raise 6 at a time.
Right, and then what we do is we manage.
No. They only rates 5 at a time.
Well,
that
then-
rate is on there.
I don't have to put it on there. You can use all 6 controllers. I just like that
Now-
together.
He's an evil car.
You plug the controller in over there. Now, you unplugged another one.
I unplugged number 4.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was a little bit.
Okay, so you couldn't use that one. Looks like all phone cables too.
Yeah, they are. It's 6-line phone cables.
That's cool.
What, Cat 5, Cat 6 wire?
Well, no, they're just regular 6-line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I gotta admit that.
We have 2 now, the winner of that, well, 2 now.
All he needs for race season is a big screen TV up there to run the NASCAR race.
Yeah, there you go, set.
Great TV.
You know?
I'm just thinking of, okay, how many people are doing it, looking at this now going, okay, I'm making that man cave.
Yep, gotta have your track.
Now you gotta have the track in the man cave.
Well,
Yeah, it's on the table at home for it whenever it's not here.
why don't you put out some information on how to contact you if anybody wants to buy one of these tracks?
They're all on our business cards. You want it?
Put it
Wait.
online.
Well, the easiest way to find us is on Facebook. You can, everything you can do is search us. You can go to Google, Bing, or even Facebook, and just search for Ranzumze Racing.
Say that again slowly.
Google,
No, the name.
Ranzumze
Ranzumze.
Racing.
Okay.
I have it.
Ranzumze Racing.
There you go.
R-A-N-Z-U-M-Z-E. Ranzumze.
Yep, we're the only one like it.
Now, how'd you come up with that name?
It's a long story. You got time?
Of course we got time.
Okay. A long time ago, 10 years ago, 11 years ago, I started playing online games.
Okay.
One of the characters I made in one of the games had a, we'll say a derogatory name. Let's run with that.
Alright.
The game masters in this said game discovered that character. Okay? So it was a medieval time, so you have like paladins and rogues and warriors and all that kind of stuff. This happened to be a warrior, right? So they caught me in an area that was a neutral area. One of them came up to the front, cleric came up, as in a place you normally don't get killed. I've been killed there before. A place you normally don't get killed. It's not where you fight things, it's kind of a good area.
Right.
So the cleric came up to talk to me about my name. Behind me I had a rogue standing back there that has the capability of deleting me. So he's like, we need to change your name. I'm going, okay, why? You know, what did I do wrong? You know, I knew what I did wrong, but let's find out what he has to say. It's like, you don't know your name? It's like, I know my name, but I don't understand what you're talking about. We went around this for a little while, and they're probably like, okay, look, we're either going to change your name or delete the character. Which one do you want? It's like, good name. What name do you want to give it? You know? And they gave me Ranzumze. So, from that point forward, that character's name was given by the gods. The GMs, right? Named by the gods.
Named by the gods.
Check, please.
Welcome to my world.
Hey, you know, I noticed Thursday night at that cafe, you never said check please once. What was up with that? You afraid they'd given it to you?
No, I just didn't think about it.
No, he didn't want to pay for them Philly cheesesteaks is what it
Hey,
was.
you invited me.
So, yeah, this is awesome. Hopefully, you know, we will bring you lots of business because we're trying to get all these videos in the high schools and stuff.
How did this not draw business?
I'm telling you.
Look, I'm just looking at his reaction, her bragging over there. I'm the quiet one. I'm like, oh, good, I won a race. I didn't come in last. All right, this is good.
Yeah, I'll hear it from her all day.
Yeah, I beat you. See, that's the joy.
Yeah, I beat everybody.
That's the joy of children. Okay, and now the flea market's open roughly 3 days a week. Friday,
Saturday, and Sunday.
Are you open all the days they are?
We're there. We're here Fridays 9 to 1, then Saturday all day, Sunday.
Okay.
9 to 4 each day. Saturday.
Well, it's not like it's expensive. If you figure $40 an hour, they could reserve the table. This is. How do you not draw people on something like this?
I'm telling you. And I mean, $2 a race. That I don't know. I haven't had that much fun for $2 since us too, probably.
Yeah.
Well, it definitely beats the tracks that you see like at Toys R Us and Walmart.
Yeah.
What? But you said that's an analog versus a digital, and it's.
Do they have monster trucks too? No.
They had an off-road set that was all analog.
Okay.
They no longer carry that.
No, I can see where the analog would kind of be anticlimactic versus this.
Now this is a whole lot different than my so-called Pinewood Derby. That's what I forgot to bring.
What?
Some of my Pinewood Derby cars.
You couldn't run them on this.
No, I was going to bring them
show
in and
me.
show them though.
Oh.
So yeah, Vinnie's seen them all, and he built most of them. He's the 2 year in a row Outlaw champion. And after the second year, well, like I said, the first year we had about a 3.5 pound car. And the following year, we backed it up with an 8-pound car.
Because he was bullying.
Yeah. And after that year, they kind of did away with the outlaw division around here. I can't understand why. You know.
I see questions in your face.
Well, the thing is, I'm looking at the track, and I'm looking at like the walls you've got set up, and I'm going, wait a minute, there's none of that soft wall that you see at NASCAR. Hold up.
These are designed to keep the cars on the track, pretty much.
Yeah.
Not just flimsy guardrails we grew up with either.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, the little clip-on.
The ones where they sit right against the track. If you notice, you have room on the outside.
Oh yeah, you can go off.
Yeah, you get that little bit of drift going there.
Yeah.
A little drift going, or if you start going off, the guy behind you can finish off the job.
See it, right? Now I know you'd probably like to see it with the gas, huh?
I was afraid that when he said gas, he actually was pouring gas in these cars, and I'm going, wait a minute.
Can you set it so it shows them just in a few laps? And
Well, it takes a little bit. Yeah. So, okay. Which car were you using?
yeah, I was using 20.
Remember which one?
I was using the red, white, and blue one.
Okay. You're right. Just start going.
Which motor you want?
Okay. Now he's number 3, so if you watch number 3,
Yeah.
that'll start going down again. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because of the light.
Now, there it goes. I just saw the first one.
Let it keep going. I'll let you see how it works.
We want to run it out of gas?
It takes about 12 laps.
Okay, 561 on your last lap, you got 500% and better. There you are, 560.
It always flashes when you get a fast lap. So, there you go.
You lost 566 on that one.
Yeah, I did a little bit of a slide over there.
I would suggest you get to the outside track. It seems to,
The inside lane's short.
yeah, but the outside one doesn't do as much damage and lose the car. So you got a 573 on that lap, 578 now.
Just like regular racing, the inside lane is the track because it's shorter road. Now you're down to about 3 dots.
Yeah?
Okay. And if when it hits 2, it's now you're in your reserve. We'll be doing that here pretty soon.
And when you get to that,
Now it's turn yellow.
make sure you're on this. Okay,
We're running it out of gas.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna run it down to 1 dot. Now you got it forward. See how it's fluttering?
Yeah. Now will it make it all the way back?
Yeah, it'll keep going. Now when you come up to it, pull in the pit lane.
Oh, you missed it. You missed the pit. You're screwed. You're dead.
Now imagine trying to race with your car doing this. It gets worse as you go.
Come on, baby.
Get it.
Now push the button on the back once. Let go. Squeeze the gas.
Oh, I must not have
Squeeze
stopped
it,
it right.
squeeze it.
It's not doing enough.
Yeah, it is. Squeeze it.
Yeah, you speed it. It's going up.
Okay, I see.
Now push the button again.
Which back
Back
button?
to the front.
There you go. There you go, man.
That's where you have to hold the trigger to take the action of actually filling the tank.
And then you don't have to fill the thing all the way up. Like you're near the end of the race.
Okay, now, here it is. You're not quite full, but let's say, okay, bring in the pit row on this we did. I want to see this.
Yeah, he's speed.
Okay, you speed. Now you gotta let it go around. Do not pour it in the
You
pit
gotta
row.
let off the
Just
gas
go
going
in the pit row.
lane.
That awful. Oh, we missed it.
It's a little bit of a challenge to do. You got it.
Yeah, I got it accidentally that first time.
Push button now.
Hold the button when you get over here.
Ease off your gas and press the button.
Speeding's right.
And don't lower it.
Ease off the gas.
Okay.
But,
Okay. Push the button on the back.
now, but you got a little bit back.
Let me get you in there and get gas for you.
Just go a little slower there and watch.
You're fluttering now. But
That's why oh, shoot, I missed it.
Yeah, let me show you how. Okay.
Imagine 6 cars doing this where you're trying to figure out how to get in to get gas.
Right?
Oh, everybody's trying to get out of your way. Push the button once.
Press the back button, squeeze the trigger.
Now you can get out anytime you want to. Push the button again, you're done. Or you can fill it all the way up. Like if you're not near the end of the race, right? If you're near the end of the race, you don't want a full tank. You want to get back out.
Okay, let's say that. Okay, here it is. You've got it about halfway. On the next lap, come on in. You can fill it up the rest of the way, right?
Yeah. The other trick too is, like I said, if you're down to like say 3 or 4 laps left, you're already sputtered. Pull and get a couple dots of the gas and get back out. You know.
Right.
There's a whole racing strategy at that point. You know.
Now the only difference I see between this and real racing,
It's the size.
no tires.
I'm pretty happy about that actually.
Give them time. They'll figure out something on that.
Nice, kiddo. You want to pull the bit?
Change lanes.
It's hard to
Yeah.
change lanes.
No, it's not.
Hold the button.
See, that's why you didn't win the last race. You didn't know how to change lanes.
Hold the button.
Push the button.
Press the button again. He's gonna run out of gas. Let's watch happen.
Listen, yeah. He'll be stuck. Keep going. So you can get in the pit lane.
Push it in the button.
Nope, you're done.
Austin, you gotta push the button. Right as soon as you pass.
No, you know what? You can hold the button in.
That's the idea, yeah.
Yeah, hold the button in.
Push the button in the back once. Let go of the button.
Boy, he's lucky he ran out in the pits. Is it even going to fuel him?
No, he ran out. He made it to the pit like you were talking earlier, but ran out of gas.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
I'll try my Red Bull.
Nothing stops you from, if you get one of these cars, you can paint it the way you want to.
It's your car. For that matter, this one is a remake. This is not actually one of theirs. I redid that.
Okay.
And what do you use? Just regular like model
Regular model
paint?
paint, yeah. That one, it used to be this. It used to be one of these.
Uh-huh.
But my son wrecked it up pretty bad.
Okay.
As then I actually had to tear the whole thing apart.
Wow.
So when I did, it was like, well, since it's apart.
I can see Ashley over here painting with pink fingernail polish.
That'd probably be awesome.
I'd be doing a purple car.
Purple car, huh?
Yeah, I'm racing with that. I want to actually race all of them. Yes.
Well, I can see what you're doing for Christmas.
Probably so.
Yep, buying it here.
You want to tell them what we're doing next Saturday?
No, you set this up, I'll let you do it. I'm going to cause trouble for you.
Okay. Alright, next Saturday we will be at Scotty's Pizzeria. We're going to have us a pizza party. $1 slices, $1 sodas. Pizza eating contest, music. What else?
Weren't you going to have one of the other radio station acts come together?
That's right, we will be introducing one of our new shows. It's the Hang 5 show. And what it is, there's 5 or 6 kids that want to do a show, but none of them are really, I don't want to say ready, they're nervous.
Oh, you know something about that.
Yeah, well I was there, and I tell everybody the same thing. My first show, I was scared to death. You know, but it's nothing. We have a nice format. It's just more like a bunch of people getting together and shooting the breeze.
Like we were doing today.
Yeah.
The way to do it.
But yeah, they all have different things that they're working on, and but none of them felt confident enough that they could do a weekly show. So I said, let's put you all together in one show. Each week you do a different segment for one of you, and then when you feel confident enough to run your own show weekly, branch off from there. So we'll be introducing 5 or 6 kids next week at the show, and I'm not sure how soon we're going to get this show running. It was originally planned for January, when we were going to transfer over at the beginning of the year, but we transferred over earlier, so...
That's because you're an arrogant jerk. Anyway.
No, it's just, I got tired of spending all that money running, 30, 40 miles.
Yeah, I'd rather spend the money here, racing you and busting your ass in this car.
Yeah, you figure I'm spending $15 a week in gas to go down there. That's 7 races here.
We're 7 drivers.
Yes, or 7 drive. Well, can't go 7, can we?
Not at one
I'm doing the
time.
math for you.
Come here once a month, we could get in 2 hours.
Yeah, the only problem is there, I don't know how many people are going to fight for that 2 hours to get you out of here.
Yeah, right. But I think what we need to do is try to put some kind of event together, get a bunch of kids up here, and maybe get Scotty to sponsor some pizza.
Well, here's the situation. All we got to do is get us a trophy.
That's easy enough.
Set it up, have a registration fee, and bring him in here and have Dave have the track, and you be at the track for an hour or 2 and have the trophy give out. Let him have some fun and watch other people just wreck cars.
That's always fun.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a real good plan. In fact, Thanksgiving weekend might be a good weekend for that.
Are you going to be here Thanksgiving weekend?
The reason I figure that, parents are going to be dragging their kids out because they're going to want to go shopping after Turkey Day. Kids are going to be bored to death.
Yeah.
What better thing to do? Bring them up here and let them race while the parents are shopping.
No, that's definitely the way to do it.
So yeah, let me get working on that tonight, and I'll get with you and see what we can put together.
Okay.
And I guess until then, this is Sparky J on Sparky's Wild Side. My co-host Don Vinnie D, Ashley J, AJ, Dave, and Brandon. And remember, we will be here for the rest of your life.